Alright, today we are doing polynomials part 2. I have already made part 1 of this chapter. If you haven't watched that video, you should watch that video first. Today we will be solving some important question from this chapter, polynomials. Let us see the question first. Find the value of the polynomial 5x minus 4x square plus 3 at x equals to 0, x equals to minus 1 and x equals to 2. At these three values of x, you have to find out what will be the value of this polynomial. Now let us see how to solve this question. First of all, here we have p of x equals to 5x minus 4x square plus 3. We are going to solve for x as 0, x as minus 1 and x as 2. So first of all, let us start with x as 0. If x becomes 0, then 5 will be multiplied with 0 minus 4. We have 0 square plus 3. Now on solving this, we have 5 into 0 minus 4 into 0 plus 3. Here we need to multiply 5 and 0, which gives 0, minus 4 and 0, which gives 0, plus 3. So the answer for this question is 3. Furthermore, p of x equals to 5x minus 4x square plus 3. If this x becomes minus 1, then 5 will be multiplied with minus 1, minus 4 will be multiplied with minus 1 square plus 3. Now 5 into minus 1 is minus 5, then minus 4 will be multiplied with minus 1 square. Minus 1 square is 1 plus 3. Here we need to do the multiplication first following the BODMAS rule. Minus 5, minus 4 into 1 is minus 4 plus 3 equals to minus 5 and minus 4 makes minus 9 plus 3. Minus 9 plus 3 will give minus 6. This becomes the answer. Now let us see another question. Verify. The question is, verify whether the following are the zeros of the polynomial indicated against them. That means whether this is the zero of this polynomial. Now in part 1 of this chapter, I have already explained what is mean by zero of a polynomial. Zero of a polynomial means the value of x which makes the entire polynomial as 0. So here we will solve it like the previous question. We have 3x plus 1. We need to change this x and write it as minus 1 by 3. Minus 1 by 3. This x becomes minus 1 by 3, plus remains as it is and 1 remains as it is, equals to 3 will be multiplied with minus 1 by 3 and then we will add 1 to it. This can be cancelled. These 3 and these 3 can be cancelled, and after cancelling we have minus 1 plus 1. Minus 1 plus 1 becomes 0. So the polynomial becomes 0 if we take the value of x as minus 1 by 3. Therefore minus 1 by 3 is the 0 of this polynomial. So we write it as, therefore x equals to minus 1 by 3 is the 0 of the polynomial. Let us see one more question from the same topic. It is, suppose px equals to 3x square minus 1 and x is equal to minus 1 by root 3 and also 2 by root 3. Two values are given. Now first of all, p of x is equal to 3x square minus 1. We need to change this x and write it as minus 1 by root 3. So this x becomes minus 1 by root 3 equals to, this 3 will remain as it is. This x becomes minus 1 by root 3. Then this square remains as it is, minus remains as it is, and 1 also remains as it is, equals to 3 multiplied with, this square is for everything inside the bracket, minus 1 square becomes 1, root 3 square becomes 3, minus 1 will remain as it is. Now here we can cancel these 3 with these 3 and we have 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. So therefore x equals to minus 1 by 3 is the 0 of the polynomial. Now you can try out this by yourself. The same thing will be followed. Instead of writing x, we write 2 by root 3. We write 2 by root 3, and here this x becomes 2 by root 3, and ultimately if we get 0, we say it is the 0 of the polynomial, and if we don't get 0, zero 0, then we say it is not the 0 of the polynomial. Now another type of question we have in this chapter is find the 0 of the polynomial. Find the 0 of the polynomial. Now suppose the question is p of x given as x plus 5. You have to find the 0 of this polynomial. That means you have to find the value of x to make it 0. So here we take it as x plus 5 should be equal to 0, and this becomes implies. Now we take this 5 to the other side. We have x is equal to 5 comes to the other side becomes minus 5. So this is the 0 of the polynomial. Therefore x equals to minus 5. Then you see one more question. Suppose it is given px is equal to 2x plus 5, and we are asked to find out the 0. So we write this implies 2x plus 5 equals to 0. 2x, this 5 we send it to the other side, comes as minus 5. Then only x will be equal to minus 5, and this 2 is multiply here, sent to the other side becomes divide. 5 by minus 5 by 2. Therefore x is equal to minus 5 by 2. Now one more. Suppose p of x is given as ax, only this much. This is ax. So we write ax is equal to 0, and we need to find out x. So x is equal to 0. This a goes to the other side, it is multiply here. After going to the other side becomes divide. A by 0 by a. So we have x is equal to 0 by anything is 0. Therefore x is equal to 0. This becomes the answer. Now the next question is dividing a polynomial. Find the remainder if or when x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1 is divided by. Now first of all we will divide it by x plus 1, and then we will also divide it with x minus 1 by 2. For whole number it is easy, but for fractions you need to see how to solve. Now let us start. This number x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1 will be divided by x plus 1. Now division for polynomial is very important. You need to know this. You will also have to divide polynomials in class 10. Here you see x should be multiplied with something to get x cube. Now I'll do the rough part here for you to understand. Now x should be multiplied with something, and the answer should be x cube. X if multiplied with x square gives x cube. So we will multiply it with x square and we get x cube. Now we close this, but before subtracting, this 1 should also be multiplied with x square. 1 into x square makes it 1x square. Both of them were positive, so positive 1x square. Now we need to change the sign. This is positive, it will become negative. This is also positive, it becomes negative. Now x cube minus x cube becomes 0. 3x square minus 1x square will make it 2x square. 3 minus 1 is 2. This is no more plus, it is minus now. So 3 minus 1 is 2. X square remains as it is. The other numbers we just bring it down as it is. 3x plus 1. Now x multiplied with some number should give you 2x square. So x multiplied with something gives 2x square. What is it? X if we multiply with 2 only we get 2x, but not square. We need one more x. Then we have x multiplied with 2x makes it 2x square. So if we multiply it with 2x, we have 2x square. We close it, but before subtracting we also multiply 1 with 2x. 1 multiplied with 2x is 2x. Both of them are positive. We have 2x. Now we need to change the sign. This is positive, it becomes negative. This is also positive, it becomes negative. 2 minus 2 becomes 0. 3x minus 2x will give you 1x plus 1. Now x into what gives 1x? X into 1 will give 1x. We close it, but before subtracting we also multiply 1. 1 ones are 1. Both of them are positive, so plus. Now we need to change the sign. This becomes minus and this also becomes minus. 1x minus 1x is 0. 1 minus 1 is also 0. So we have 0 here. Therefore remainder is 0. This becomes the answer. Now let us divide with x minus 1 by 2. We will divide this polynomial with x minus 1 by 2. The polynomial was x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1, and we are going to divide this with x minus 1 by 2. Here we need rough. Now x should be multiplied with something and the answer should be x cube. X cube. Now in order to get x cube from x, we need to multiply x square. X into x square will give x cube. So x square will give x cube. We close this, but before subtracting we need to multiply the second thing with this one. Minus 1 by 2, if multiplied with x square, it gives minus 1 by 2 x square. Minus 1 by 2 x square. If we multiply 1 with x square, we get 1x square. If we multiply 2 with x square, we get 2x square. If we multiply 5 with x square, we get 5x square. So if we multiply 1 by 2 with x square, we get 1 by 2x square. Now we need to change the sign. This negative becomes positive and this positive becomes negative. X cube minus x cube becomes 0. 3x square plus 1 by 2x square. Remember, this is plus, no more minus. We changed it and now it is plus. So we have 3x square plus 1 by 2x square. So 3x square plus 1 by 2x square. In order to add two numbers with different denominators, we need to take LCM. LCM is 2. This was earlier 1 multiplied with 2 to make 2. Upside also we need to multiply 2. 3 2s are 6x square plus this didn't change, so this will also not change. We have 6x square plus 1x square. It becomes 7x square by 2. So here we have 7x square by 2 plus the remaining numbers, we just bring it as it is, 3x plus 1. Now x should be multiplied with something to get this. X multiplied with something and the answer should be 7 by 2 x square. If x is multiplied with 7 alone, it becomes 7x. If we take 1x with 7, we have 7x into x becomes 7x square. But we also need denominator 2, so we need to take denominator 2. Now x into 7 by 2x will make it 7 by 2x square, which is correct. So we need 7 by 2x square. By multiplying it with 7x by 2, we will get this number. So if we multiply it with positive 7 by 2x, 7 by 2x alone, 7 by 2x, we get 7 by 2x square. Now we close this, but before subtracting we also multiply this with this. So we need to multiply minus 1 by 2 with 7 by 2x. If we multiply this, minus 1 into 7 makes it minus 7, x is there and 2 2s are 4. So we get minus 7x by 4, minus 7x by 4. Now we change the sign. This becomes positive and this becomes negative. 7 by 2x square minus 7 by 2x square becomes 0. Now we need to add up this. This is 3x and this is plus 7x by 4. Remember, once again, this is no more minus, it is plus. Now in order to add this 3x with 7 by 4x, we need to take LCM. LCM is, below it was 1, LCM will be 4. 1 is multiplied with 4 to get this, so 3 will be multiplied with 4. 3 4s are 12x plus 7x. 12x plus 7x makes it 19x by 4. So we have 19x by 4, and the other number we just bring it down as it is. Now furthermore, we need to multiply x with something and get 19 by 4x. 19 by 4x. Now if x is multiplied with 19, we get 19x, but we also need 4 denominators, so we take 4 here. X into 19 by 4 is 19 by 4x. So if we multiply this with 19 by 4, then we get 19 by 4x. But before we subtract, we also need to multiply this with this. So minus 1 by 2, if we multiply with 19, numerator will be multiplied with numerator. Minus 1 into 19 is minus 19, and 2 into 4, 2 4s are 8. Now we change the sign. This plus becomes, this minus becomes plus, and this plus becomes minus. 19 by 4 minus 19 by 4 becomes 0, and here we have 1 plus 19 by 8. So in order to add this one again, we need to go to rough. We have 1 plus 19 by 8. Remember, this is no more minus, now it is plus. So we need to take LCM. LCM will be 8, before it was 1. 1 is multiplied with 8 to get 8. So upside also we need to multiply 8. 1 8s are 8 plus 19. 8 plus 19 gives 27, and denominator is 8. So we have 27 by 8 is left out. So therefore remainder is equal to 27 by 8. This becomes the answer. Now another type of question we have here is find the value of k if x minus 1 is a factor of the polynomial p of x. Now it is already told that x minus 1 will be the factor of the polynomial. X minus 1 will be the factor of the polynomial. Now suppose the polynomial given is p of x is x square plus x plus k. This is the polynomial given. Now we already know that x minus 1 is a factor. So if x minus 1 is a factor, then x minus 1 should be equal to 0. We have x is equal to 1 comes to the other side, minus 1 comes to the other side, becomes plus 1. Now the value of x is 1. We replace the value of x now. P of x is equal to x square plus x plus k, and P of, instead of x we write 1 equals to, this x becomes 1, square will remain, plus this x will also become 1 plus k, and since they told you it is the factor, this should also be equal to 0. So 1 square is 1 plus k should be equal to 0. This implies 1 plus 1 makes it 2 plus k equals to 0, and if we find out k from here, k is equal to 2 goes to the other side, becomes minus 2. Therefore k is equal to minus 2. Now let us see one more question. If the polynomial given is p of x equals to k x square minus 3x plus k, and here also we have already solved the value of x earlier, and we got 1 equals to, all the x will replace it to be as 1. So k, this x becomes 1, square remains as a square, minus 3, this x becomes 1 plus k. Now this implies, since we know 1 is the 0 of this polynomial, so this implies k multiplied with 1 minus 3 multiplied with 1 plus k should be equal to 0. Now multiplication we will do first. These two and these will be multiplied. We have k into 1 is k, minus 3 into 1 is minus 3 plus k equals to 0. Now we can add up the like terms. Here we have k and k. K and k, if we add up, it becomes 2k minus 3 equals to 0. Minus 3 we shall send to the other side. We have 2k equals to, minus 3 goes, becomes plus 3, and only k will be equal to 3. This 2 is multiplied here. After sending to the other side, it will become divide. So therefore k is equal to 3 by 2. This becomes the answer.